everyone. So we are back to our Angular stream, and today we will keep this very short because I want to change the format. So in case like you watch this video later on, or you are online, just in case. So let me know. I'm thinking about moving away from live streams and probably recording videos and then editing them, which will take little bit of time. I won't be able to like do an hour of video like every day. It means like 5 hours of a video in a week. So of course that won't be possible, but I'll try my best, and I will try to like edit. So it will of course take some time, and I'm not like an expert in editing videos, but I think it will give more values. That's what I think. But if you think otherwise, feel free to give your suggestions. Like you can comment on the video, you can just send me a message on LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you find me. And and I also have to start working on my next talk. So I'm speaking in CityJS Belgrade next month, and then in October I'm speaking at two conferences. Probably in a one. I think that should be okay. So I'll be in Dubai for a week. I have to like of course create content for those as well, and I'll of course share it what those talks are about. And yeah, once those talks are done, probably I'll share my content. Uh, yeah, I'll share my presentation as well. But for today, let's keep it short. And I'll what we'll do today is we'll just add the navigation bar. So remember in last video which we did, we decided to use app, right? API, and then we said, yeah, let's try a new UI library, and then we found NG ZORRO, or we can say Anti Design for Angular, which is a very nice UI library. I mean, I haven't used it personally, and not even in my um, professional life, because of course most of the apps which I have worked on, we use Angular material as base. So because of CDK, so we can create our own and then use it. But yeah, I like and design as well. I really liked it once I opened the website, and I have seen it this previously, and I love the simplicity, I would say, in this all the components which they have. So for our need, what we want to do is want to create multiple menus as we did it in our e-commerce app. And if you remember, we just used Angular material there, and it was perfectly fine. Here, let's go ahead and give it a try to end design. And I like this one, specifically this one, because it collapses and then opens up. And if it's collapsed, you see the icons, right? So it looks really nice. I mean, this is the same if you like expand it, and then you have this navigation, nice navigation. And let's go ahead and give it a try. And to do that, there is multiple options. So you can see it on Sandbox, you can see it on Stack Blades. You can just copy your code, and you can click on Show Code, and it will display all the code which you have to write. So I'll just open this, and let's go ahead and give it a try. So I think we already installed the NG ZORRO. Let's see the complete code, because I'm sure there will be a module which we have to install. So let's see the API. So it says, okay, you have to import this module and handling the overall layout of a page. So we have to say ng layout module, and then we can use the various component which we have here. So this is the one which is created, and we can see it on here, but copy generate command. Should we give it a try? And let's do that. And I wanted to see the entire code. Basically, when I'm internal server error. This is interesting. Basically, when I try something, I try to write as much as code as possible, right? So sometime not, basically, when I'm just trying Angular material. But this is interesting. I can see the code, and if you are online, if you want to raise a issue, there was okay. So that was a temporary issue. So forget about it. I mean, So we can see this. I'm sure they are, oh, they are not standalone. So you can see all the examples are actually not standalone. Probably, if someone is interested and wants to contribute to some open source project, I think this is a very nice good way to start. You can just convert the examples to standalone. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see what we have to do. Oh my goodness, this is this is really wrong practice. I would never suggest to do this. I think Angular Material also had this previously. I'm not sure if they still have it, but never do this. Never have everything imported into single module. So I think I will this is just for an example, but it's very bad practice. This is how actually people started doing it in the most of the Angular apps which I have seen when it comes to Angular material. But people realized, okay, this is actually causing the entire code or entire bundle to be included in my final bundle, and then people started moving away from this. So, yep, not a preferred choice, not a recommended option. So what we will do is we will just copy this code and then we'll try to see what goes wrong, right? So we will see if there is some error. We'll try to fix those errors. So let's copy this code right now, and we have this app, which is this one, yes, store. And here, what I will do is I will create a new component and we'll put this code there. Or for to start with, let's do one thing. I mean, we already have a component here, right? So comment this out and fetch this code. This is the entire HTML code. So you can see that there is nothing related to TypeScript. And then we will copy this. It will, once we like serve this application, we'll start getting a issue around some imports, and we can like fix those one by one. And it's a style, save this style, save this, and what else? Now we have all these errors, right? So one good thing about Angular language service, if you have enabled this, if not, let's go and let me show you where to get it installed. So you can go to extensions and you can search for Angular language service. This is the one which will give you all these errors in line. So you don't have to build your application and then see, okay, there is some error. So yeah. So we have ng button, ng type, ng inline collapsed, and we have to go ahead and include everything, all module one by one. But I think there is something which is already installed because it's not complaining about it. And let's see what we have here. So product component, we added this and design last time in last video, and we could see that it is able to actually load uh, the the font. Yeah, the font was different, right? So this is okay, and I don't think so we added it here. Common module, this is fine. We just, I think we did it by hand. We just added all the modules which we needed. So forget about it. So ng tool take title. So this, let's see what are the modules which we have to install. And this is of course not a great start, right? I mean, I don't want everything to be included in my module. I never want this. So let's go ahead and add them one by one as we need them. So we have ng type. Let's see who has ng type. This is okay. So it's not related to this. There is no API. Okay, so the API is related to this. So ng padding left, ng mode is inline. Using the type. Let's add the main module which is required. So let's go to the API. I think there should be uh, this is the directive, this is directive, this is what where is the API, which API I should import. So okay, and here it is. So and the module, and as they don't have standalone sorry for modules, I mean for UI libraries I've seen of course moving to standalone component is something which is not possible. So we'll always find some module as we do for Angular material as well. In Angular material also you have forms module, you have input module. So all those are actually module, and then you can add into the imports. And we from the day one we have we have been using this standalone component, right? Uh, so let's see what it fixes. So I'm sure none of the errors are gone. So tooltip title, let's see where is the tooltip. There should be another module for tooltip, st sil tag. Here it is. So for tooltip, you have this tooltip module. See, okay. So we have this file, this file. Okay, all these errors are gone. I think we are just left with ng type. And what is the type? Ng type. I don't see anything here. Static rate, is that from button? No. Okay, we'll figure it out. We can just search in the code base. Mhm. Okay. So, oh, this is icon. Great. So we can import icons, and okay, so all the errors are gone. Let's go ahead and serve this application and see if we still have any errors. Okay? So we can say yeah, NX, right? And yeah, we can serve, right? So we can say serve, uh, yeah, store, and we should have the menu right now. I mean, once the application is served, because we removed the earlier code from app component, and we just have this. And then we can configure some of the routes for our application. And let's go ahead and see local store 000. Right? Wow, perfect. So we have our navigation bar available here, and we now can just add the router outlet and then see if this works. And let's see, this is UL, this is where the button is, the main button, this one. And um, let's try to let's inspect. Okay, so this ends here, this div. Okay, so this div has some space left, right? So after UL, so I'll just put my router outlet here. And right now I have an error because I have to import the modules related to routing. And let's do that first. So I can say, okay, this is router outlet. So this error will be gone. Okay. And we still have our application working. Errors. Perfect. Now let's add the first navigation, and we'll say, okay, we have this provide HTTP client. So we'll just add another provider, and let's do it before this. And we can say provide router port and the rectangular slash router, provide router. And we can pass array of routes here. And we can create actually a route.ps file where we can say, okay, this will be port const routes. is equals to, which will be an array of route, and then we can add one by one. So we can say, okay, path, and okay, an X component, welcome component. If we don't do anything, then we can say path product, and then for product, we can say here store product component, right? That's the name which we have, I think. And this comes from, not be a string, okay. Let's, and we'll lazy load this. So let's not use component. We can say, okay, load component, and perfect. So this is nice. We have just missing a colon here, and let's remove this and say, okay, this is next welcome component. So we got two routes, and we just need to close this one. And let's move this, or just add this route here. So we have passed all the routes which should be available. Provide router. Injection token has no dependencies. Ah, okay. See, uh, let's find something different name, because routes is something which exists as a ATM. Mm, let's use this. If you're wondering what is wrong here, so you actually have routes in Angular router. So it just imported that and then started complaining about it. So I'll just remove this one, pass admin routes. I think this should be enough. Okay, perfect. So we just configured our route. And okay, so it actually displays this here. And now let's struggle with the CSS, as I usually I mostly do. So thank God, I think Chrome has this new way of figuring out styles. So I'll say, okay, go to styles and display block. Why displays block? I thought it uses the grid, and what is that? Another one, flex. So I thought it uses flex, but it is not. So I'll say, okay, display. Let's go. So we have class wrapper. The width is this, and what else? We can actually say text. This is what we do. Display flags. Let's see if it applies the display flags now. No, no, no. It did nothing. So wrapper, okay, so this with 240 pixel, okay, this is what 40 pixel is. And then let's see how I can move it here. Welcome span display block. And I think this starts from here. This is container, and this is my hero component, middle component, and this, yeah, this is welcome, and this is rest is the menu. So if I see this out, and what is this display? Let's see, display flex. If I add this, and then I can try different ways. Okay, so this is something which we'll add it here, not to the root. Can be an Angular application interacting with an SOAP service? Really? I mean, who uses SOAP? Because I haven't used it in like ages. Are you still using SOAP at work? I'm not sure what your name is, Alvali, because not many people are using SOAP these days. Most of them are using of course, rest. And rest is covered here if you want to have a look. I just tried changing this to flex. Let's see. I still have display block. Why this is blocked? We can apply, I think, to wrapper, right? Because it is actually inside the wrapper. So justify content center and with this, let's see. Okay, a lot of companies still using old technologies with data. Oh, nice. Um, yeah, I haven't used it like in ages, as I said. Ah, nice. So I was able to do something, at least break the UI. This is not what we want. This is also not what we want. Okay, I think this was the close to, okay, no, justify center. Okay, this is wrap. This is flex direction row. Justify content align. Why? So we have div with wrapper, and this should be another div. Is that the case? Let's give it a try. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So we can come here. Okay, this is another div, and let's place the router outlet here. And now give it a try. So we can say, okay, this is X direction. I don't basically I want this one, but it's actually breaking the UI. So let's see which one will work. Stretch. Okay, this is nice. Right. So what I want is justify content flex start. Is there anything else which we can try? Yeah, probably this one. But unexpected synthetic property. Okay, this can be fixed, but I think we are very close to making it work. So what I want is display align items stretch. This is perfect. So align items baseline, justify content space between, and then I can put the width. So here, this is only taking this much. So this was 240 pixel, if I'm not wrong, wrapper. So, okay, yeah. So wrapper is only 240 pixel. We can make an extra CSS, which will say, okay, with 100%, and then this URL for this one, and another div, move this here. Hope I know what I'm doing when it comes to CSS. Let's try it again. So here I'll move this into another class. So I'll just give this div another class where I will move this width. Mm, okay, this is and let's apply this in some class menu. Mm. So now this is with 100%. Okay, and we have a lot of space here left. So this is okay. This is 100% display. So we have this div, and this div. This is the main div, or it looks like there is an closed div. No, this is okay. This is okay. This fine. And we can actually give the rest of the div, rest of the width actually here. Width 100%, and also this is 100%. And then we have to adjust the property flex. We have to do this one. Yay! I'm proud of myself. And what else should we do? So I can just keep everything same. I don't have to do this. Align center. So I don't think so. This is center. Yeah, this is perfect. This is the first time I have actually created a menu and it works. And I did all on stream. So I can actually tell everyone that I know CSS. Now let's go back. Let's add it here and see. Alvali, to answer your question, no, I don't have any idea about how to do it with soap. Probably I can like search and find some documentation, but no one is doing that these days. Just to give you an idea. Great. So we have our menu, and let's go ahead and add some options here. I was looking at something when I was closing this. There was an error. What is this error? So it says synthetic property collapse motion. Okay, so it has some navigation animation as well, which is not available somehow. Does it work here? Okay, it works. Motion. So let's see if there is anything related to animation. Scroll it up. Okay, so this is the animation module, but we need animation. This is NG no animation module, and we can look into the official documentation. There should be something. Anchor, watermark, navigation, typography, components overview. Let's see. Ah, my God, there's nothing here. So I know how to search for it. So the best thing that we can do is search in the code base. If you don't find anything here, let's go back to the code base and search again. It'll tell you where this code is. And it says, okay, trigger collapse motion. Collapse motion is actually in animation. So what we have to do is we have to add this collapse motion and for the documentation again and use it here. I couldn't see it actually being used in the example, but somehow it works. And probably there's some reason it works, but all icons or they are providing it somewhere. Bootstrap declaration, browser animation module. We do have that. I think not. Maybe that's the reason it bugs here and doesn't work in our case. Browser animation module. And okay, this is interesting. Uh, is there any change for animation? Do we have provide animation now? Browser animation. Oh, okay. So there is something called provide animation. We can just use this one. So I don't have to include it here. Let's go ahead and add here provide animations, and we'll see where is this coming from. So this is Angular platform browser. Let's import imports splash image. Okay, so let's see if like doing this is enough. So we added the animation module and it worked. So okay, so the missing piece was actually adding animation browser animation module, and which is replaced by provide animation in Angular. And I can remove this quickly. I don't have to do this. Even I don't have to add this one, and everything works fine. So far so good. We have our Navbar working. We are able to collapse it, open it. We have nice UI thanks to my CSS skill. And now I can go back and make some changes here. So what we have as first option, navigation one and navigation two, I can say this is products. Is that ng menu item, li, and this is closed. Okay, awesome. So let me see the UI navigation one, right? So we have to change this navigation one first. And here, what is this NZ type? Oh, okay, this is icon type. I think it should be the same. I'll just keep it same and then add an anchor tag here, which says router link product. Big mistake. So we did some mistake. So navigation one, I think it should be here, router link. Nice. And why it doesn't work? So let's see. We have anchor, router link, and product. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Let's. Okay, this is the product, router link. I can see and click on it, but it's not doing anything. Perhaps attempting the following not an immutable property. Why there are no errors? Interesting. Let's check our route. So it's actually product, and it's a product. It should replace it with this component. And let's see. I'll just put an anchor tag here and see if it works. Oh, see, this is actually not working, and I don't have any errors. Why? So, is there anything wrong with my configuration? So we have path, product, and load component, which loads this component. And product state dot select. So what we are doing, okay. So it's, I think factory. This was all the, this is the code which we wrote last time for RX Angular, but it should not actually stop us from making it work. Just wondering what's going on here. Slash product. and it is not able to load this. But the default route worked perfectly fine, which is making me wonder what song path product path match. Actually, no errors. Mhm. Let's try one way. Stay home and see what happens. Interesting. No, I think I know the issue. I think we should have router link here. But interesting is it failed silently. I mean, yeah, it failed silently, which is wrong. I mean, this should be an error. I have to create a reproduction and see if I can create a reproduction. Sorry, I can replicate this again and probably raise an issue into Angular repository. It works. Okay, so what I was missing is I was actually not adding this router link directive because with standalone, you cannot just like import router outlet. You can, no one is stopping you. But as I'm talking more about the standalone way, so you should not actually import router module as whole. So we should import router link, and it should have actually gave me an error that I'm missing this, but it just failed silently and said nothing. It said, okay, everything's fine. When I clicked on the route, there was nothing. It was a blank page. Okay, cool. So we are done with this Navbar, and what we will do is we'll stop our stream today. And I'm going to do another stream tomorrow, and then Friday there won't be any stream. I'll just delete the stream for Friday, and we will start this live stream. I mean, probably I can do it in once in a week or whenever time permits, but mostly I'll try to create videos and then try to publish it. So yeah, so thanks for joining today, and see you next time. Bye.